Point me to one example of someone getting cut from a set for saying something too liberal.
Do you want to see a view clip?
No, but yes.
It's relevant.
Stop that. It's more BS, and it's unnecessary. Shazam star Zachary Levi says he's aware of the consequences he faces over going MAGA. Take a look.
We are going to take back this country. We are going to make it great again.
Within my industry, as you can probably imagine, Hollywood is a very, very liberal town, and this very well could constitute career suicide.
I think Shazam did.
So, okay. That's not necessarily true. From the beginning of Hollywood, it's always been a very right-leaning town. But I know you don't know much about the Hollywood history, so let me school you.
Good, please do.
We are, like America is, we're mixed. We're a mixed bunch. And sometimes it may seem like there's more Democrats, and sometimes it seems like there's more Republicans. But the truth of the matter is, very few people seem to bite it because they're Republican. John Voight, who is working.
Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid, who is working. People are working. Stop that. It's more BS, and it's unnecessary. Stop that.
So let me just walk you through this real quick, and I'm just going by rote. Whoopi, point me to one example where you initiated this kind of attack for someone endorsing a Democrat. Point me to one example where the entire panel of the View did. It's never happened. Point me to one example that's comparable of Gina Carano. Point me to one example that's comparable of what happened with Clint Eastwood. You can even use John Voight as an example. I mean, Dennis Quaid is getting less work than ever. He just had to do the Reagan biopic, by the way, which got very little support from Hollywood. Point me to one example of someone getting cut from a set for saying something too liberal. For crying out loud, Pedro Pascal, who, by the way, is a very talented actor.
Yeah.
He's an actual communist. He will go out on late night shows and talk about how he is a socialist.
Yeah.
And I believe is actually professed to be a communist. I know socialist for sure. Okay, so when you say the right has gone extreme right and the left has gone extreme left, I'm asking you this genuinely. Can a Hispanic, self-avowed, revolutionary socialist Marxist communist, can we all agree that's far left? Okay? Far left. The far right equivalent would be what you describe as an actual fascist. The far right equivalent would be someone who believes in no exceptions for abortion, who believes in no income tax whatsoever, and believes, you know, in actually having a blacklist. Can you name me anyone on the right who has been as far right as this man has left? This man has lost no work. Gina Carano just said, hey, and people said it was insensitive because she pointed to the Holocaust. I actually think her point there was pretty well thought out. She said, it's important to remember that the Holocaust didn't just happen overnight. It started with demonizing your fellow citizens so that you could treat them and view them as subhuman. And she was saying that's what's happening with people who have certain viewpoints in America, which of course would be many of those on the right. That's how you justify assassination attempt after assassination attempt on Donald Trump. Point me to any example of I can point you to examples of Zachary Levi, the guy who, by the way, endorsed before this Kennedy Jr., RFK Jr., and then went to Donald Trump. He's on a stage with Tulsi Gabbard. That is not as radically right as the radical left, as the Taylor Swifts, as the Pedro Pascals, as the Robert De Niros. It's not even close. And none of them have lost work. People on the right have lost work simply for coming out and saying, yeah, I support Donald Trump, or I am conservative. Boycott after boycott after boycott is called for.
Watch Louder with Crowder live Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.